Hey, what's up there? This is Joe Bernstein, and I actually want to talk to you about a big problem that a lot of us have. A lot of us have a tendency to be able to create some change, to move forward in whatever it is, mind, body, spirit, career, relationships. And we get all this traction, but we never meet our goal, and in fact, we slide backwards. We move backwards from the direction that we came. And we think that we'll be stuck in this pattern forever. So I want to give you a few keys to solving that. You've probably heard before the idea that a challenge or a problem in our life, a lesson if you will, it'll keep showing up in various ways in our life until we've learned the lesson. So it's about time that if you've been struggling with a challenge for months or years or decades, like so many of my clients, that you take some action to try and learn the frickin' lesson that this problem is here to teach you. It doesn't matter if it's been here for 2 hours or if it's been here for 40 years. You're not going to move forward unless you proactively look for the lesson, acknowledge it, and start to live it. So I was working with a client recently in the past couple of weeks. We've been working hard to recontext his challenges, his journey with food, body, and weight. He's done a lot of yo-yo dieting. He's gained a lot of weight. He's done some extreme diets to try and lose weight. And all he sees is this dysfunction. All he sees is being unhappy with himself. So he continues to get stuck in the pattern. So what I'm having him do, and this is what I want you to do with any problem that you feel stuck in, is to actually take that problem or that challenge and really start to do some work to mind through it, to figure out what all of the gifts and all of the lessons in this challenge were. So I'm going to give you an example. We're talking about him from a very young age doing some pretty strange things, or pretty normal things, but dysfunctional in many ways, around food. So what ended up happening was he learned to be resourceful and find food that was being deprived of him. He learned to acknowledge and enjoy pleasure from food. He learned to create small opportunities to be with himself and to self-soothe. He learned to deal with emotional challenges from a very young age with food. He learned to actually negotiate and circumvent authority through food. And those types of skills of serving his own needs, of finding some pleasure, of learning ways around the authority has served him beautifully and powerfully and brilliantly throughout his life. The other thing is when he's been dieting, he's been all warrior. He's proven to himself dozens of times that he can be super focused, super disciplined, that when he sets a goal, he can achieve it. So these are just examples. But what we end up having to do is we have to pull out the gifts, all the things we've learned from all of our challenges, problems, setbacks, and we have to start honoring them, acknowledging them, and learn to celebrate them. I have a whole coaching session planned for this guy coming up soon to celebrate all of these things in his life, that these skills, these great characteristics, these great tools or character traits that have come from his challenges with food, body, and weight. So the point is, if you're struggling with something, you've got to dig in and learn the lesson. It won't go away until you learn it, acknowledge it, flip it on its side, and learn what the value, what the good stuff is, because you've only been focusing on the negative stuff and the painful parts of the journey and the experience. And then, if you want to be baller status at changing your life and your way of being, start to learn to celebrate and acknowledge all the good that comes from this challenge, and then work towards replacing all of the needs it fills with new, more healthy, more productive, more empowered, more conscious habits and routines, etc. So that's what I got for you today. I'm here to help you get unstuck from many challenges. If you like what you're listening to or watching right now, and you want to know how to break free, some more tactics and tricks and techniques, and you want to experience a journey to break free from whatever's holding you back and keeping you stuck in a pattern, I want you to email me. I'll put my email in the comments. Personal message me right here. And if you dig this, go ahead and share it. Share it with the world. Spread the knowledge. Help someone else today with what you just learned. So for right now, Joe Bernstein with Drop the Armor. Peace. I'm out.